What's happening, everybody? This is Royce from Pedal Metal. Welcome to my channel. Tonight's video, which is number 498. Isn't that crazy? I mean, that's absolutely insane to think about that. So after this video, will be 2 more, and I'll hit 500 videos in the, I don't know, I've been on YouTube maybe 5-6 years. I don't even know anymore. The other thing that's pretty awesome is I hit 10,000 subscribers the other day, so thank you very much, everybody. That's really awesome, and it didn't seem like it would ever happen, but it did eventually happen. Back to the subject in hand, which is literally in my hand, is a 1980/1981 Hot Wheels set. This was a 3-car set that came with a collector's book, and we will take a look at it. This is this example actually is mine from my childhood. I believe it was Easter I got it as a kid, so it is already cracked open, so we'll take a look at it. There's the front. It comes with a Chevy Citation, Turbo Mustang, and the yellow Airport Rescue. And there's the back. And it is dated 1980 on the back of it. But we will take a look at this. Like I said, this is already cracked open. I played with these, but not real hard as a kid. I think I have even a nicer Citation than that one, but so I'm not sure which one came out of the set, but I know the other 2 did for sure. And we will put each of them up on the turntable then. I want to bring my scale up because I want to weigh this and the drag bus. I think the drag bus is definitely heavier. I had a discussion on Instagram about that with a friend of mine, and I pretty sure now that I'm feeling, I think the drag bus is actually heavier than the Airport Rescue. These books can go for about $20 a piece, $10 to $20 a piece on eBay. This is one I had to pick up recently. I have a mint condition one here somewhere. I just couldn't find it in time to make the video, so I had purchased another copy off of eBay, which this one's actually, you can see it's a little bit sun faded. The red looks a little more pink than it should be. But it goes from 1968 on up to 1980/81. These books, if you're interested in the red lines and early black walls, these books are really nice to have. I found a few mistakes on a couple of them because there's also a I believe it's 82 or 83. There's another version, I believe it's 82, which is red. It's the same size as this one, but it's in all over red. And I think both of them, I found a couple mistakes in them. Not real big issues. And then, of course, there's one from I believe it's 89, a blue book that I have here as well, which has, 1989. I'm looking at it off to the side, and that has quite a few mistakes in that, believe it or not. But we will put these vehicles up on the turntable. We'll start with the Chevy Citation. Yeah, this is the Chevy Citation. It debuted for the 1981 lineup in red, and I believe they also call it the Chevy Citation X11. Oh yeah, right there you can see the Tampa on the side. I just noticed that on the monitor it says X11, and that is the Chevy Citation. I remember my neighbors growing up had a brown one. I believe theirs might have been the Pontiac version of the Citation. I forget what they called that one. Either way, no, his was a Citation, I believe. Either way, it was not a very good car. I think it broke down a lot, if I remember correctly, but I remember it was a really utilitarian, if that's the correct word for it, almost Yugo-like, just very basic transportation, A to B type of deal. And you almost can picture a sweaty guy in a cheap suit, sweating in traffic in one of these and just having an awful time with life. That's what I picture when I see a Chevy Citation. But there you go, that is it, and it is red enamel. And as we can see here, it is of course metal base, Hot Wheels made in Hong Kong. Interesting to see how the stalks were pressed over on some of the earlier cars. They look to me to be a little different than some of the modern cars. That one's almost like a rounded, almost looks like rivets inserted in there. All right, and oh, it does have tan interior, and there's some luggage or something thrown on the back there. You can see that on the back tray. The windows have fogged up for whatever reason in the back. I'm not sure why they're fogged up a little bit. Probably could be polished out perhaps, but there you go. Next we'll do the other car, which obviously looks a little bit nicer. We have the Turbo Mustang, which says Cobra on the side. This would have been a very, very early Fox body, which Fox body started in 79, and this is 80/81, and it's got a pretty cool Tampa on the hood. It's got a Cobra on the hood and some yellow and black slashes on the side. Pretty cool. It has a straight red interior, which looks kind of odd with the orange, but very, very 70s. The strange thing I'm just noticing right now is that the gray of the glass is part of the... It is, I think. Is that right? Maybe not. It looks like the gray from... I think it is. The gray of the lenses is actually the bumper and grill. I had never noticed that before. And, of course, it's part of the taillights. Really strange. I've never seen that where the grill and the bumper is part of the windscreen and the other windows. That's a little strange to me. We have, of course, a metal base, and it is painted orange, and it says 79 on the base. It looks like... I'm gonna grab my magnifying glass. Yeah, it says 1979 on the base. And this also has a kind of a rounded effect going on there with that stalk, the rivet there. Some people call them a rivet, but it's basically the stalk of the body that's pressed over and smashed, you know, to keep it all held together. This pops in the back here with a hinge, like a hook, I guess you want to say, like a little J hook. Pretty cool. We'll let it spin around one more time. There you can show off the Tampa quick. Very cool. Let me look in this book and see. I'm sure this was not the first year that that came out. I suspect it was not. Yeah, they show it here in yellow in this book. In 1980, there they show yellow right there. So these books are invaluable to have. Like I said, you can get them for like $10 to $20, but which some people might balk at, but they are very, very invaluable in my opinion. It shows 309 cars in that book, and for the most part, like I said, it's pretty accurate. And they'll have some little tips and tricks and things in there about what collectors should look for. And so, like I said, there's a few errors, but not too big of a deal. All right, we'll move on to the Airport Rescue. Here's the Airport Rescue. Now, this, I believe, was what was the date on the citation? Let's see. Yeah, the citation's dated 80 on the bottom, but I believe this one for sure was a brand new model. And if I remember correctly, in 80/81, pretty sure. It's not even in that book, but the water cannons do rotate on the roof. I know Hot Wheels made a big deal about that when this came out. That was one of the selling points of this. I don't know, whatever. I have 2 or 3 of these in my collection. I think I have 3 of them, but it's not as heavy as I remember it to be. I mean, it's very heavy, and you can see this one's in mint condition, never played with. It doesn't appear to be. Very glossy base. Let me see what the date is on that. Date appears to be 79. It's a very rough casting on the bottom. Let me look again in this book, but it's dated 79. Yeah, it's not even in this book anywhere that I could see. Oddly enough, no, it's not in there. But it was very different. The thing that annoyed me with this as a child is it didn't fit in my case for... It was really awful the way it did not fit. So it would be kind of like wedged in, and sticking out. It was just really annoying. I was not a huge fan of it. I mean, I thought it was cool, I guess, but I don't really remember playing a whole lot with it. That's probably why it's in mint condition. So let me go here and see about getting a drag bus, and we're going to weigh these suckers. All right, so I just measured, or weighed these, I should say. The Airport Rescue is 3.2 ounces. Let me do it one more time. I did say 3.1. 3.2 ounces. And a drag bus is 1 ounce heavier. It's 4.3. And for whatever reason, I think the white one here was a little bit lighter. Heavier. 4.4 ounces, the white one here. I'm not sure what the difference is. 4.4 ounces. So pretty amazing. I was always under the impression that this Airport Rescue was one of the heaviest that they ever made. But I would say I'll stick to my statement from a while back saying about the drag bus is perhaps the heaviest Hot Wheels ever made, and 4.4 ounces, I'm probably right on that. 1.6 for the Cobra, 1.9 for the Citation. So that would kind of make sense. Let me turn that off and reset it. 1.4. 1.7. So I think the scale, let me just make sure that it was zeroed out now. That's saying 3.1 now. Wasn't it 3.2 earlier? Maybe my scale's on the fritz or needs new batteries. 4.2 for the drag bus. 4.3 for the white drag bus. So either way, we know the drag bus is a lot heavier. So I can turn that off. And that's that. And I will put all three up on the turntable, and we will check them out all together, all three of them. It's kind of an odd combination, to say the least. All right, so there we have all three of the, whatever you want to call it, this 1981 three-car set from Hot Wheels, which, like I said, I remember getting this as a kid. I believe it was for Easter. It might have been Christmas, but in my head, it was Easter. I don't know. I'm going to stick to saying that. Either way, I'm kind of glad I never got rid of them. And I still have the original pack, which is kind of weird to find that as well 40 years later, or darn near 40 years later. So that's kind of cool. And that is that. Hopefully you guys liked that video. That is, what did I say, 498, I guess I said. Is that what it was? This one's 498, I think. So 2 more videos, and it'll be 500. To celebrate the 10,000 subscribers, I am going to be giving a bunch of stuff away. Let me zoom out and I'll show you guys a while what I've been trying to collect and get some stuff together for the giveaway. I have this E-Track set, which comes with 6, I believe it is, car keepers, 5 or 6. I think it's 6 car keeper packs it comes with. I'll be giving away also a Hot Wheels t-shirt, and this one's an extra large. I do have a large coming as well if you would need a large. And there's going to be, this is just part of the, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to be giving away. It's probably going to end up being like 3 sets of, like I did a long time ago, I think at 7,000 or whatever. Probably going to be a 3rd place, 2nd place, and a 1st place winner. So it's going to be all kinds of stuff. I will have a video, separate video, about all the giveaway stuff for that and what you have to do. Now, you do have to be a subscriber to the channel, and I do check all that stuff. And I will use an app to spin, basically, and pick out. All you have to do is leave a comment on the on that sweepstakes video. That's coming up shortly, so keep an eye out for that. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please consider it's free and can't be free. Have a lot of 1/64 scale videos and some other do-it-yourself videos from around my house and around my cars and so forth. But most of my videos do deal with the Matchbox and Hot Wheels and 1/18 scale vehicles. And if you do subscribe, please make sure you hit the bell for notifications. And until next time, I will see you guys later. You guys have a good night. Talk to you guys soon.